Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today I've got part number 66 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together, and without further ado, let's get right into this one. Alright, starting off, we've got our front cover here. Got some frames. Got our parts, and we've got our magazine. Let's take a look at the magazine real quick. All right, let's take a look at the magazine that we have here. Full disclosure, I did kind of pull out my Google Translate and take a peek real quick. This article, again, is basically the cars with nicknames, and these are for the Honda Civic, actually, as well. So we're not just sticking to Toyota brands. We're looking at other Honda brands too as well. I'll let you guys take a peek at that too as well. I'll make sure it's in focus for you. There you go. But I think it's really cool that Japan puts a lot of nicknames around vehicles. Usually don't see that too often in America. They usually have their own kind of nomenclature. And a lot of them are just trim level stuff. So, you know, you'll have different variations with the different names and then actually put in just, hey, this vehicle has a different type of engine, or, you know, they don't really give them nicknames per se. Whereas Japan really kind of values their nicknames, which is actually really cool. I don't know too much about these Civics. Obviously, they're kind of, especially these generations, these kind of these 80s, 87 Civic right here. They're definitely like the boxy style of sport compact car that everybody knows and loves back in the day. And they would be kind of tuner cars, but in Japan, they're very much economy cars, family cars, you know, 4-door sedan with a hatch. They're vintage 2-door Civic hatch with the VTEC too as well. Make sure that's nice and focused for you if you want to scan that for you and scan that and read that for yourself. I think that's a really cool trunk lid too as well. How it has a little kind of half glass and then half kind of almost truck-like hitch at the back. And I think that's the EK Civic too as well. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and pause the videos and use Google Translate to use these and read them on your own. But yeah, I think cars with nicknames, and that's a segment that I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's move on to the part here. Looks like we've got our seat brackets. That's what we're going to be focusing on this week. So it looks like we're going to be finishing out the seats to make sure that they are all good to go, especially with the slider adjustments that we have here too as well. Seat rails, it looks like too. And then, oh yeah, there are the seat rails. Here those go. And actually, we are going to be installing them as well into the vehicle. Now, again, as I want to set up my vehicle, I wonder, let's see, I'll take a look and see if they have one variation for the racing bucket in here. Oh, no, this is just the stock seats. So, wow, actually, these slide. That's kind of cool. They actually will be able to slide back and forth, so you can actually adjust them as you see fit. But we are going to be installing these. We'll see. I might just install them straight up as they are, and then as we get the option to install the racing buckets, we'll do that instead too as well. But I'll take a look and see if there's actually instructions. But usually they'll have them in there too as well. So with that, that's the book there. Let's go ahead and jump right into the part. Okay, starting off here, let's grab some tweezers so I can get these out. Got our first seat rail here. Let's take a peek real. Okay, I just screwed up and didn't film what I just did, but basically is that the only thing I really had to do so far was actually add in the seat adjustment lever here on both sides here, and it was just snipping it out of the sprue system, and then adding in these sliders here that were basically you just had to line up the notch there and use these RP screws here to just make sure they're not super tight, so you can actually slide the seat back and forth too as well. But I don't really feel like refilming all me just screwing stuff in, so I got them done on both sides. You can see the lever on the other side too as well, and then the seat brackets. But that's all we've missed on that front too as well. But we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, next step is actually just attaching this little knob here on this side right there. And this is the driver's seat, I believe. So this is the not lumbar support. This is the support for that actually would raise and lower the pitch of the seat up and down. And then this would lower or adjust the lumbar support, I believe, of the sides here too. Yeah, so there. That one is complete on the drivers, even though we're probably not going to be using this one. This one is going to be kind of for display, and then we're going to be using the racing bucket for the actual one in the car. But we'll complete it anyways. Okay, next piece. Actually, we're taking these two pieces here and combining them together, just like so. Let me make sure this is nice and focused for you. Go like this. Oh, this upside down. Oh, yeah, it was. Right to right and left to left. It's the right one. Here's the left one. And you know what actually these are? Do you take a guess? These are actually the, I believe, seatbelt buckles. Sure, I've got these lined out correctly. Yep, there we go. Just like that. And something we haven't seen in a little bit, and I'll move the chairs out the way. Welcome back. The interior. Floor mats got pulled out just because, I was doing the whole sticker thing, but it's not that big of a deal. All right. Next, we're going to be taking one of these guys and actually placing it right back here. And I'm trying to figure out, this is 66E. Let me look real quick in the instructions. Okay. Okay, figured it out. So this is 66E, and this is the right side, and it's actually going to go right here, in the back, just like so. And we're not actually screwing this down yet, because actually, is this opposite or is it the same? I think this actually might go this way, because it's taking up too much room. So yeah, there's a little bit more room there, just like that. There. And we're going to be taking our seat. I believe this is the correct one. Yeah, this is the correct one right here. Placing it just like so in there. And these sliders need to be kind of aligned where they need to be, because they're not going to slide. The seat's not going to slide unless they're kind of in the way. And once we get that set, because you can see right there, we've got the seat belt portion right there, and that's actually going to be using an AP screw in the back. So we've got to push the seat forward just like so. And then since this is already was placed in first, we're able to use an AP screw, get through both of them, lock it in. And then if you want to get to the front ones, you just take this, pull it back, just like so. And we've got room for the two front ones, and they should be falling on that keyway, which they are keyed. You can just take a look at the other side as an example right there. They are keyed such that I'm able to reach in there. I'm going to actually move this back. Yeah, that's much better. I think it was a manufacturer's defect in the screw there. It made it hard to get there. But, alright. Look at that. Got a seat on sliders with the detail of the adjustment right there. That looks really good. Alright. Let's just verify the same thing on the next page. We're doing the exact same thing. Yep, sure looks like it. Double check. See, I screwed up on this. The carpet placement. Flip them around. A little bit more open on that side. It's this one. Put that there. We'll grab the seat. Push them all the way in the back. Here. Can I get that aligned? Push that forward. And with that last screw, we have a dang near complete interior. Let's get this kind of aligned properly. Look at that. Seats look really good. I know it took some parts to get that done. Look at that. Did I screw this up? I might have put these backwards. It's supposed to be back here? I'm going to double check if I did this correct or not. This should be the right one. Oh no, yeah, I think I screwed this up. These are backwards. So let me go do that and swap that real quick on both of them. Luckily, it's pretty simple. Just gonna lift it up, pull it out. Don't need to do anything really else. Yeah, that looks a little bit more intuitive. Just seemed a little bit kind of odd because I believe this is a seat belt for the rear, or no, this is a seat belt that's going to be basically going up, I believe. I don't know actually, but this is not supposed to be on this side. They are clearly labeled. I guess maybe I didn't pay attention well enough. Happens a lot. in there. You'd think that with it clearly labeled like that, it would be easy to know which one goes where. Clearly not. Alright. Now that looks a little bit better. Alright, because we've got the buckles here on this side. And we've got the... I believe it's part of the belt buckle system right there too as well. But, got it fixed. Alright. Now, we are done with this interior part. But just look at that detail. That's so nice. Obviously, the driver's side has more lumbar support right there. And on the side there too as well. I'm super pleased with the way this is looking so far. It's looking so good. Just that the wheels turn proper like that. But yeah, that is part number 66 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is, again, super cool to see. Really taking every step, one step closer to finishing it. I'm really pleased with it. Getting the seats mounted in the interior, really cool. I'm going to take a look and see when we install these instead, because I'd like to put... I think it's this one. Yeah, because this one's a messed up one. I'd like to put this one in the driver's seat with the sport wheel too as well. It's kind of going to be like a hybrid where you have the passenger seat as the non-bucket and then just the driver's seat as the kind of the bucket seat too as well. So want to thank you guys again for joining me today on part number 66 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really helps the video spread to show other people too as well. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Still trying to get this number to go bigger. So really do appreciate your time. I'll see you guys in the next one in part number 67, where we will be looking at... Oh, look at that. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty common piece to go missing, damaged, or whatnot. But this is the rear trunk cover. And that looks like a steering wheel too. I wonder why. I thought we had a steering wheel already. Huh. Maybe another one? Maybe the stock one? I don't know. But we've got the rear trunk cover. Don't know what that is. I think that might just be the structure of it too as well. And a steering wheel. I don't know why we have a steering wheel. Anyway, stay tuned for that one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.